Throughout history, there have been intriguing tales of civilizations that once thrived but eventually faded into obscurity, leaving behind tantalizing mysteries. In this video, we'll delve into some of these lost civilizations and the mysteries that surround them. So hit the like and subscribe button and let's get started. 1. Egyptian treasures in the Grand Canyon. The idea that there are Egyptian treasures hidden in the Grand Canyon is not true. This is a made-up story that has been around for a long time, but there is no evidence to support it. Some people claim that ancient Egyptians, a civilization from a long time ago, came to the Grand Canyon and buried treasures there. They talk about finding Egyptian artifacts, caves, and mummies in the Grand Canyon as proof. However, real archaeologists and historians say there's no truth to these claims. 2. Age of the Pyramids and Sphinx. The pyramids in Egypt are very, very old buildings. They were built a long time ago by ancient Egyptians. The most famous ones, like the Great Pyramid of Giza, were constructed about 4,500 years ago. The Sphinx is another ancient structure in Egypt, and it's near the pyramids. It looks like a big lion with a human head. The age of the Sphinx is a bit trickier to figure out, but it's generally believed to be around the same age as the pyramids, about 4,500 years old. 3. Nazca Lines. The Nazca Lines are big drawings on the ground in a desert in Peru. They were made a really long time ago by the Nazca people, who lived there about 2,000 years ago. The interesting part is that these drawings are so huge that you can't really see what they are from the ground. But when you look at them from above, like from an airplane or a high hill, you can see different shapes, like animals, plants, and geometric patterns. 4. Location of Atlantis. The location of Atlantis is a bit like a mystery story that people have been trying to solve for a very long time. Atlantis is a legendary island that, according to ancient Greek stories, was supposed to be really advanced and powerful. However, the thing is, nobody has been able to find Atlantis for sure. Some people think it was a made-up story, like a fairy tale, while others believe it might have been a real place that got lost a very, very long time ago. 5. Maya calendar. The Maya calendar was like a special tool that the ancient Maya people used to keep track of time in a way different from the calendar we use today. It had two main parts, one called the Sunken, which was a cycle of 260 days with special names for each day, and another called the Hab, which was like a solar calendar with 365 days, similar to ours. They also had a long count to count really long periods. By combining these cycles, the Maya could specify a particular day and keep track of time over short and long periods. 6. Japan's underwater ruins. Off the southern shore of Okinawa, Japan, under 20 to 100 feet of water, lies enigmatic structures that may have been built by some ancient, lost civilization. Skeptics say the large, tiered formations are probably natural in origin. Then, in late summer of the following year, writes Frank Joseph in an article for Atlantis Rising, another diver in Okinawa waters was shocked to see a massive arch or gateway of huge stone blocks beautifully fitted together in the manner of prehistoric masonry found among the Inca cities on the other side of the Pacific Ocean, in the Andes Mountains of South America. This seems to confirm that these are man-made ruins. 7. Voyages to the Americas. Voyages to the Americas refer to the journeys made by people from Europe to the continents of North and South America. A long time ago, many European explorers, like Christopher Columbus, sailed across the Atlantic Ocean to discover new lands. These journeys happened in the late 15th and early 16th centuries. Christopher Columbus, an Italian explorer, thought he could reach Asia by sailing west from Europe. However, instead of reaching Asia, he arrived in the Caribbean in 1492. This event is often considered the beginning of more extensive contact between Europe and the Americas. 8. Sunken city off Cuba. In May 2001, an exciting discovery was made by Advanced Digital Communications (ADC), a Canadian company that was mapping the ocean bottom of Cuba's territorial waters. Sonar readings revealed something unexpected and quite amazing 2,200 feet below the surface. Stones laid out in a geometric pattern that looked very much like the ruins of a city. In 2003, a mini-sub dove down to explore the structures. 9. Moo Or Lamura. Nearly as famous as Atlantis is the legendary lost world of Moo, sometimes called Lemuria. According to tradition, among many Pacific islands, Moo was an Eden-like tropical paradise located somewhere in the Pacific that sunk, along with all of its beautiful inhabitants thousands of years ago. Like Atlantis, there is ongoing debate as to whether it really existed and if so, where. Madame Elena Petrovna Blavatsky, the founder of the Theosophy movement in the 1800s, believed it was in the Indian Ocean. The ancient residents of Moo have become a favorite of channelers who bring their enlightened messages to present times. 10. Caribbean Underwater Pyramids. One of the most intriguing tales of the discovery of ruins of a lost civilization is the story of Dr. Ray Brown. In 1970, while diving near the Bari Islands in the Bahamas, Dr. Brown claimed to have come across a pyramid shining like a mirror that he estimated was 120 feet tall, although he could see only the top 90 feet. The pyramid had a colored capstone and was surrounded by the ruins of other buildings. Swimming into a chamber, he found a crystal held by two metallic hands. Over the crystal hung a brass rod from the center of the ceiling, at the end of which was a red, multifaceted gem of some kind. Brown said he took the crystal, which allegedly has strange, mystical powers. And that concludes our journey into the mysteries of mysterious ancient ruins. If you enjoyed uncovering the secrets of the past, don't forget to give this video a thumbs up. If you haven't already, be sure to subscribe for more exciting adventures. Connect with fellow explorers in the comments below.